Now on CoastTV News.
Up close a good Thursday morning, Delmarva. We are stepping outside today to temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Quite balmy out there this morning. On our way, upper 60s to near that 70-degree mark ahead of a cold front. They'll bring a few pesky showers into the area this afternoon. We will talk about a big plunge in temperatures coming this weekend. I'll tell you all about that coming up in my full forecast.
We have a choice right now. We either have to fight and reassert our dominance or just watch it slip away forever.
Corporate crisis warning how the growing trend of businesses fleeing Delaware could lead to higher taxes for people in the state.
Zoning shakeup, that is what could happen in Rehoboth Beach, and we look at the plans being reviewed to bring more housing into the city.
Rocket reaches orbit. Just hours ago, we had the latest launch of a Falcon 9 rocket and the payload it carried.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we are in our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It is Thursday, February 27th, 2025.
And Chris is in for Bob this morning, but he's continuing to deliver some of those spring-like forecasts that we've grown accustomed to this week.
After last week, this is so nice to see and to feel, Chris. I think people just look happier outside.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see a lot of people smiling out there. It's been a cold winter. You don't need me to tell you that, but we're seeing temperatures right now quite balmy. And look at this. We're about 23 degrees warmer than just this time yesterday. The 24-hour temperature change, and this is an indicator of how mild things are across the area. You can see temperatures right now are holding pretty much in the upper 40s to lower 50s, and we're pretty much right on par with our average high for this time of year. We're above that, and Seaford, we're at 57 already there, and you can see that southwesterly flow anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So we are seeing mostly cloudy skies at the moment. Shower activity back off to the west. Most of this activity across Virginia is not reaching the ground, but you can see some lighter activity extending from Kentucky all the way up through West Virginia and Pennsylvania. So that weak front's going to be pushing through today, not before we reach potentially 70 degrees in some locations. With those showers rolling in, the sunshine returns in full force for our Friday. It'll be a bit breezy, but seasonable temperatures. And then the weekend is going to have a little bit of everything. But we are going to see mostly sunny skies. 60s on Saturday, and then we're going to be right back into the 30s for highs into Sunday, feeling like the 20s. So a cloudy, balmy start with temperatures in the 60s. By this afternoon, we see the showers begin to roll through after about lunchtime and extend towards the coast by around dinner time. We'll talk more about that and that big drop in temperature coming into this weekend, coming up my full 7-day forecast a little later on.
All right, looking forward to that. Thank you, Chris. Delaware has long been the corporate capital of America. It's home to more than 1 million businesses that have incorporated in the state, and that's due in large part to the state's unique chancery court that only handles business lawsuits.
But now big names are packing up and heading out, moving to states like Texas and Nevada. And with companies leaving, lawmakers are now proposing changes to Delaware's corporate law.
They've introduced Senate Bill 21. That clarifies who has control in a company, adds steps to ensure fairness when big stakeholders take a company private. It also protects companies from shareholder lawsuits. Supporters say these changes are crucial to keeping businesses in Delaware.
And this all started when a Delaware Chancery Court judge ruled against Elon Musk's $56 billion Tesla pay package, prompting him to move Tesla and SpaceX out of Delaware.
And now other corporations are following suit. Christian Hudson, we spoke with him. He's a Sussex County business leader, and he says even if only 10% of Delaware's nearly 2 million incorporated businesses leave the state, that could mean hundreds of millions of dollars gone from the state budget, and that's money for things like schools, roads, and infrastructure.
We're small. We don't have oil. We don't have manufacturing base. Where's that money going to come from? It's going to come from me and you. Or we're not going to have the goods and services we're accustomed to. They've been subsidizing us for decades. And we have a choice right now. We either have to fight and reassert our dominance or just watch it slip away forever.
Supporters of the bill say losing corporations could force Delaware to implement higher taxes or even a sales tax. Senate Bill 21 has been assigned to the Senate Judiciary Committee. It does have bipartisan support in the General Assembly.
New this morning, the effort to find more residential space in Rehoboth Beach. Today, city officials We'll go over what is being called mixed-use zoning. Because Rehoboth Beach has limited new property available, city officials are looking at taking areas in commercial zones that are showing signs of aging and convert those to residential housing. And with more housing options near businesses within walking distance, one of the outcomes, city officials say, would be a reduction in traffic and congestion. The task force is expected to present its proposal in April to the Planning Commission.
Happening today, potential action by South Bethany's Town Council on its fiscal year 2026 budget. It was last month the town's Budget and Finance Committee agreed to keep the rental rate tax rate at 8%. In 2024, the town raked in $650,000 from its rental tax. South Bethany's fiscal year begins on May 1st. Now, we do have breaking news this morning. Actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa found dead in their home. That's according to the Santa Fe, New Mexico Sheriff's Office. It says investigators don't suspect foul play, but the cause of death is unconfirmed.
A new traffic light was supposed to be built right at the intersection of Route 16 and Mulberry Street in Milton, and that was supposed to be done by the end of 2024, according to DelDOT. However, that project has been delayed for some time now, and currently there is no traffic light at that busy intersection. We spoke with one person who lives in Milton, and she told CoastTV that with the rate Milton is growing, this should have been a top priority.
It's not a priority. So I think people's lives are a priority instead of some of these other things that are going down. Milton's growing, and there needs to be a light there.
We reached out to DelDOT to see what the reason was for that delay, and we have not heard back yet.
And not too far down the road from that intersection, DelDOT is in the planning stage of building a roundabout at the intersection of Route 16 and Route 30. That's the area that we're showing you right now on your screen. The reason for this, DelDOT, they conducted a traffic study, and they found that this intersection is a high crash location.
Consumer fraud seems rampant across Delmarva recently, and that's the topic of a meeting on Friday, March 7th. The goal is to inform people on how to avoid becoming a victim of scams and fraud. And again, this will be on Friday, March 7th at the DSP Troop 7 in Lewis.
And speaking of scams, there's an ongoing DMV toll scam. Text messages have been going out, and they're designed to trick people into paying a fake toll debt. The DMV and EasyPass Delaware says don't click on those links. EasyPass Delaware says, again, they would never ask for money via text.
And another scam, the Milton Theater says unauthorized people were claiming to sell vendor spots for the St. Patty's Day parade. The business says scammers did use Facebook and other social media platforms. Milton Theater does not offer vendor spots for this event. And if you're unsure about an offer, contact them. And for more information about these scams and other scams on Delmarva, check out CoastTV.com.
2, 1, ignition, engines full power, and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go Starlink.
That is the launch of another Falcon 9 rocket Wednesday night, carrying a batch of Starlink satellites into orbit. That rocket lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida at 10:34 p.m. It was carrying 21 internet satellites, including 13 with direct-to-cell capabilities.
Let's go live now to Washington, D.C. Our nation's capital was less than 24 hours ago, a couple blocks from that building, that President Trump opened the door to his first cabinet get-together in his second term. And in the wide-ranging meeting, the president praised his team and once again backed Elon Musk and Doge.
This even as the administration sends a new memo to agency heads preparing them for large-scale cuts. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what issues took center stage at that meeting.
President Trump hosting the UK Prime Minister today at the White House says a battle over foreign aid reached the Supreme Court overnight. Chief Justice John Roberts temporarily blocked a lower court's midnight deadline for the Trump administration to release $2 billion in funds frozen since January. Foreign aid groups had sued to continue their work and pay already due vendors. The Supreme Court weighing next steps, asking both sides for more information by tomorrow.
We put together a great cabinet.
In President Trump's first cabinet meeting Wednesday, cuts to USAID took center stage, along with Elon Musk.
With USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola, Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the Ebola prevention immediately, and there was no interruption.
What Elon Musk said today was just categorically untrue.
Dr. Craig Spencer, who survived Ebola in 2014, tracks outbreaks around the world and says people who would normally
set up border screening to do the contact tracing on the ground, they're not getting paid.
President Trump defended deep spending cuts as NBC News obtained a new budget office memo giving agency heads 2 weeks to submit plans for mass layoffs.
We're cutting down the size of government. We have to. We're bloated. We're sloppy.
The president and Musk again defending that email directing federal employees to list what they did last week, warning that employees who have not yet replied may still be fired, even as some cabinet members at the table had initially told employees not to respond. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, coastal stores close their doors. We'll tell you what is set to replace one longtime business there in Ocean City.
Also looking for land use reform, we'll tell you how a new Sussex County group aims to deal with rapidly growing communities.
But first, building success, we have the inspiring story of how a La Plaza, Delaware helped one business owner do just that. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
La Plaza Delaware is a nonprofit organization. It's dedicated to creating opportunities, to building business skills, and even increasing prosperity for Latino and minority-owned businesses. In this week's Coastal Connections, Telemundo Delmarva and Coast TV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman tells us the story of one business owner who started with a single class at La Plaza Delaware.
Imer de Leon, originally from Guatemala, launched his construction business 3 years ago after taking La Plaza Delaware's first business course.
We got the little push that we needed to be able to do things and do things the right way.
De Leon says he's put everything he learned into practice, not just for his business, but also to run his father's landscaping company.
They teach you about how, banking, what accounts, how to manage your money, how to go to a client and give them an invoice, give them an estimate, convert it to an invoice, and then be able to get more customers.
Mary DuPont, executive director of La Plaza Delaware, says the organization now has about 60 businesses enrolled in its courses and a network of about 400 businesses under its spin-off, the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs, also known as DALE.
It just makes my heart, feel good to see their success and to see how they've taken the information and used it in a way. But it's even more than information. It's the hard work and the resilience. That's what really impresses me.
For De Leon, taking that first course was a life-changing decision, leaving the safety of a job he loved to pursue the dream of his own business.
I was the maintenance property manager there at St. Michael the Archangel, Mary Mother of Peace Catholic Church. And taking the business class, it just opened my eyes to what I was, capable of doing and what I could become.
De Leon says the guidance he received has helped him turn his vision into a thriving business.
La Plaza has taught us the skills and help us make the connections that we need to be able to open a business and continue to grow a business.
One of De Leon's goals for this year is to continue growing his business and start doing commercial construction. In Lewis, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Shower your home with love with a new bath from Baths by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sunder Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Get covered from the rain with a free Coast TV umbrella. Simply enter at coasttvumbrella.com for a chance to win. Then catch Coast TV News weekdays to see if you've won. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Shower your home with love with a new bath from Baths by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
We're approaching 6:18 on this Thursday morning, and you're looking live at the bright lights of Salisbury as sunrise a couple moments away. Chris is in for Bob this morning. Chris, we've been seeing some big temperatures from just 1 day ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, check this out. 24-hour temperature change. We're about 23 degrees warmer in Salisbury than where we were at just this time yesterday. Pretty incredible right now. 15 degrees warmer in Georgetown. 15 degrees warmer in Ocean City. You can see right now, Bethany Beach 50, 42 in Ocean City, 56 Seaford. We're at 54 in Salisbury as we continue to see southwest winds. Keep in mind, average lows for this time of year are around freezing, so an indicator of how mild things are, in fact, are across much of Delmarva. Small craft advisory up for the Delaware and Virginia and Maryland coasts through 6 Friday. Bayside, we have that running through about midnight tonight. So warm front lifting to the north. We are free of any rain at the moment, but we do see shower activity back off to the west. Most of this in Virginia and Maryland not reaching the ground, but this is back off through West Virginia. And that's all associated with a cold front. You can see the moisture, not all that impressive, but we are going to see shower activity develop later on this afternoon after temperatures reach the upper 60s to around 70 degrees. Plenty of sunshine for our Friday with highs in the lower 50s, and it will be a bit breezy today through tonight as well. Temperatures today topping out upper 60s to around 70. 68 Cambridge, we'll see 70 in Vienna. I could see Salisbury hitting around 68, 70 this afternoon, and 70 in Pocomoke City. There's the shower activity by about 2, 3 o'clock, extending throughout much of the area, Lewis through Millsboro into Salisbury, and then you see it pushing towards the coast by around 4, 5 o'clock, so a damp afternoon and evening. And then by around 6, 7 o'clock, I think most of this shower activity is gone. Skies begin to clear, and it will be a breezy night as well. Winds today gusting upwards of 25, 30 miles an hour. We'll see those winds shift out of the northwest as the frontal boundary passes through. So a breezy Friday, and then we're going to shift them right out of the southwest again into Saturday as we warm right back up into the mid-60s by Saturday under partly sunny skies, and then a strong cold front comes through Saturday night into Sunday, dropping temperatures back to that winter-like feel. So by Sunday into Monday, highs 30s into 40s, but the wind chills are going to be in the teens and 20s as we go into Sunday through Monday morning. And we're going to stay pretty dry throughout the weekend and in the early part of next week. And then by Wednesday into Thursday, we see another storm system pass to our west, bringing mainly rain to the area. Looks like Wednesday into Thursday. 68 today, a cloudy, mild day with the PM showers developing. We're at 40 tonight when they're clearing skies, 54 for our Friday, a sunny and breezy day. There's Rousey, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. You're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. We're at 65 on Saturday, Sunday 39, but it will feel more like the 20s. We dip upper teens to around 20 into Sunday, and then we start Monday with wind chills in the teens, rebounding back into the 50s and 60s through the middle part of next week.
All right, thank you, Chris. In Sussex County, a land use reform working group to help address growth issues is being formed, and it will advise the County Council and Planning and Zoning Commission. County officials tell us this group hopes to find solutions for what they say is the number one issue here, development. First step is to look at where growth is happening and then try to even it out. Some people we spoke with think this is a great idea.
So that we're not so overwhelmed, we ourselves become captives of this wonderful place and we can't even use it. That's kind of sad. I don't think the community expected things here to explode the way it has.
And the county says the biggest development areas right now are Lewis, Ocean View, and Millville.
And a totally different group, the Sussex Conservation District, will host a meeting focused on local conservation needs and how community input can shape USDA and conservation programs. That workshop will take place at the Vanderwen Evans Conservation Center on March 5th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what should be the top priority for Sussex County's land use working group.
So far, 51% of voters say preserving farmland, 36% managing growth, 8% affordable housing, and 5% improving roads. And if you haven't voted yet, you can do so at CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. And up next on Coast TV News today, coastal stores close their doors. We'll tell you why one popular Ocean City restaurant says it feels lucky to be replacing one longtime business that's set to close for good. Don't go anywhere.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low, low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. I.G. Burton Chevrolet of Berlin. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $13,000 off MSRP or get 0.9% financing on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an I.G.
Are you expecting a child or you're the parents of a child up to 5 years old? First Wave Families is here to help you. Through partnership with Maryland Family Network, we offer resources for parents with childcare. All programs are 100% free. That's right, 100% free. We offer parenting classes, mental health workshops, social activities for parents and children, life coaching, and so much more. Located on the campus of Coastal Community Church in Berlin, Maryland. Visit our website to sign up today, www.firstwavefamilies.org.
Certain stores in Ocean City are saying goodbye one last time. The 7-Eleven in downtown Ocean City will be closing its doors for good. Also, the Alaska Stand, a place that has been serving people along the boardwalk for over 90 years, will also be closing. But Thrasher's plans to take over that spot.
I'm very happy. Every aspect of the town, the police force, the public works, yeah, we're very lucky.
And they're hopeful that the new Thrashers will be open for business before the summer season begins. And speaking of the summer season, these temperatures, they're looking promising, Matt. I'm spending more time outside. I hope you are too.
I am. I mean, yesterday was spectacular.
It was.
And Chris, we're looking at much warmer temperatures today along the coast. It's been the cool spot the last couple of days, but it'll be warmer there today.
Yeah, we're going to get those temperatures up into the lower 60s along the coast, and it's going to feel pretty nice even in Cambridge as well. Getting to that time of year where we get the milder air inland, but it's still a bit on the chilly side at the coast. 48 right now in Cambridge. As we make our way to Ocean City, we'll see temperature around 55 around noon. Watching for that shower activity to roll in at the coast by around 5 o'clock into Fenwick Island. It's going to be pretty light, kind of nuisance variety. Lewis, we're going to get up in the lower 60s with the showers arriving around noon, about 1 o'clock. The same for Rehoboth Beach as we make our way back towards the bay. Cambridge, we'll see a few showers, a few misty showers this afternoon. Otherwise, the main shower activity coming around through the afternoon, topping out around the 60-degree mark. You can get your forecast anytime by dialing the First Alert weather phone, sponsored by Brockstead, Mondalis, and Federico. We'll talk more about the weekend ahead, which is going to feature a lot of sunshine, but the only problem is it's going to feel like winter by the time the weekend ends. We'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later on.
After the break on Coast TV News today, tough traffic dilemma. We'll tell you why there is still no traffic light at one busy intersection in Milton after that project was scheduled to be complete already.
Also, hunting for homes, how officials in Rehoboth Beach are considering rezoning to bring in more people to live in the city.
Making campaigns clear, we'll tell you what each candidate in Milton says they are focusing on as the election is now just days away. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
Yep, you're good, you're good. I have your lunchbox. Yes, I just
Mornings can be a bit hectic. But what if your morning was just easier? At Wawa,
Morning.
it is. With everything you need to get your day moving.
Hi. Have a good one.
All we ask is that you hold the door. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
Come out to the Delaware Seafood Fest at Shellville on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy steamed crabs, shrimp, lobster, and more while enjoying live music all day. Plus, have fun with a variety of family entertainment such as craft vendors, raffles, contests, and more. Proceeds from this event will go to support the Stevenson Foundation, which provides funding for scholarships and more. Get your tickets now at DelawareSeafoodFestival.com. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Now on Coast TV News.
A pleasant good morning, Delmarva. We are waking up to temperatures in the 40s and 50s, feeling pretty nice out there. We will see a bit more in the way of cloud cover today, but that's not going to stop the temperatures from rising close to near 70 degrees across parts of the peninsula. A few showers, though, are going to be arriving by this afternoon. We'll talk more about that and a big drop in temperature coming this weekend. That's all in my full forecast.
Prison time pending after this guilty plea in a high-profile hit-and-run case. We look at the sentencing options that are in play for Tyler Mailloux.
Upcoming Milton decision, a preview of the mayoral election taking place this Saturday.
Tax rate review, what South Bethany is considering as it attempts to finalize its new budget.
This is CoastTV News Today.
February 27th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
Time is 6:30. You got 302 Day coming up this week, and it's actually 302 March 2nd, Sunday, but there's a big event at Dogfish Head on Saturday, and Chris, who's in for Bob, he's hinting at a great day for Saturday.
Well,
just saying, folks.
Chris, I think Matt is really hoping for a nice day Saturday, so come on. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I think he would. I think he does. We're doing our best on that. But yeah, we are looking at the milder temperatures to continue at least through the first part of the weekend. And it's pretty warm out there to start. I mean, we're seeing temperatures a good 15 to 20 degrees warmer than where we were at just this time yesterday. Keep in mind, average lows for this time of year are 32, average high around 50. And we're pretty much above that right now. We're at 56 in Seaford, right on that in Georgetown, 52. We're at 54 in Salisbury, and then the 40s at the coast. You can see winds right now sustained anywhere between about 5 and 15 miles an hour. Winds will pick up a bit through the afternoon, gusting upwards of 25 to 30 miles an hour. Some light shower activity back off to the west, but the main rain is still extending from western Pennsylvania down through West Virginia, all ahead of that cold front. You can see some sunshine breaking through those clouds. Otherwise, it'll be a mostly cloudy day, pushing upper 60s to around the 70-degree mark, and then we're going to see plenty of sunshine Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The only issue is we're going to have a strong cold front that's going to be moving through Saturday night into Sunday, and that's going to drop temperatures from, well, feeling like spring Saturday into feeling like winter come Sunday. And we're going to be talking about wind chills back in the teens and 20s. So today we're starting off in the 50s. By the afternoon, we're approaching the upper 60s to some of the interior Delmarva touching around the 70-degree mark. We'll talk more about that big cool down, though, coming this weekend, and when we could see the return of some wind chills in the teens. That's all coming up my full forecast a little bit later on.
All right, thank you, Chris. Milton's municipal election is just days away. Two candidates are running for mayor. Their current mayor, John Coulier, and Vice Mayor Lee Reeves-Plank. With 2 days to go until they cast their votes, both say their focus is working with the town to serve the people of Milton.
Nobody loses in this game. We're all in this together.
You have to be able to just put your head down and keep working forward for the best of the town.
Eligible voters can head to Milton Fire Department from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and make sure you have your ID with you.
Here's an update to a story that we've been covering. Well, we've been covering this one for over 2 years now. This is our first look at Tyler Mailloux's booking photo. On Tuesday, he pled guilty to the felony charge of failure to remain at the scene of an accident resulting in death. That was the death of Berlin teenager Gavin Knupp in 2022. Now, as part of the deal, the Worcester County State's Attorney's Office, they're recommending Mailloux be behind bars for nearly 4 years. However, it's possible that if Judge Brett Wilson sees fit, Mailloux could spend up to a decade in prison.
Wanted to get justice for the family. That was the most important thing to us, and we're pleased that the case was able to resolve by way of a plea to the top count.
And we should get more clarity when Judge Brett Wilson makes that decision on March 19th.
We have breaking news this morning. Actor Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, have been found dead in their home. That's according to the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office, and you can see the beloved actor on your screen. He was known for movies like The French Connection, my personal favorite, Hoosiers. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office says investigators do not suspect foul play, but the cause of death is still unconfirmed. And we are now taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach on this Thursday morning. That is an actually beautiful sight. Wow, that is beautiful. And later today, we could be seeing some potential changes to the nation's summer capital. In Rehoboth Beach, officials are looking for ways to get more homes into the city. It's a part of a plan called mixed-use zoning. It would take areas in commercial zones that are showing signs of age and convert those to residential housing. We are talking apartments, condominiums, and homes, and the task force is expected to present its proposal in April to the Planning Commission and then to City Council.
New this morning, South Bethany's Town Council will continue its work on the fiscal year 2026 budget. Last month, the town's Budget and Finance Committee agreed to keep the rental tax rate at 8%. The budget that was approved for the 2025 fiscal year came in at just under $3.5 million. South Bethany's fiscal year is set to begin on May 1st. We have some signs that consumer fraud is on the rise across Delmarva, and that's the topic of a meeting Friday, March 7th with Delaware State Police. The goal here is informing people how to avoid becoming a victim of scams and fraud. This meeting will be Friday, March the 7th at Troop 7 in Lewis.
There's a stop sign but no traffic light at a corner on Mulberry Street and Route 16. Construction to build a light right at this intersection was supposed to start in August.
But as Brandon Conroy shows us, some people in Milton are questioning what just happened to that plan.
Stopping for some, cruising right on by for others. That's what you'll see in Milton at the intersection of Mulberry Street and Route 16 after the construction of a traffic light has been delayed for at least 6 months. Linda Figliozzi lives in Milton and told CoastTV as more people make their way to our coastal towns and cities, this is something that she thinks should be at the top of DelDOT's to-do list.
It's not a priority. So I think people's lives are a priority instead of some of these other things that are going down. Milton's growing, and there needs to be a light there.
Theo Lightman, who lives in Milton, says he feels left in the dark when it comes to the reason for the long delay.
Safety should be the priority, the top priority. At this point, the agency responsible for installing the light should give the public an explanation.
Since there is no traffic light there right now, then what's controlling traffic? Let me show you. We have one stop sign right here. There's one on the opposite side of the street. That's for those traveling down Mulberry Street, and those going down the Milton-Ellendale Highway, as you can see, well, they have no light or a sign. Because of the delay, other drivers told CoastTV they plan to stay extra alert at that intersection. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
And not too far down the road from that intersection, DelDOT's in the planning stage of building a roundabout. This is at the intersection of Route 16 and Route 30, and it's the area that we have here on your screen for you. The reason for this, DelDOT, they conducted a traffic study, and they found that intersection is a high crash location.
New reports out today provide hard data about the state of the U.S. economy and how it impacts Americans. President Trump is confirming he still plans to impose 25% on Mexican and Canadian imports. And in light of changes, Apple and Eli Lilly say they're investing billions of dollars in U.S. manufacturing. On the other hand, recent survey shows tariffs are causing concern about inflation. However, some lawmakers think the changes could be beneficial in the long run.
Is a drive to bring back manufacturing, to protect our great jobs here.
Consumers are telling us that they are getting a bit more worried about the future.
Republican efforts to lower the deficit are making waves. Part of that is a new House resolution that calls for massive spending cuts.
Still got more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, staff shortages. We'll tell you how one local says less closures of the Woodland Ferry will help them on their daily commute.
Also, Henlopen Conference team looks to advance. Smyrna's girls basketball team, they attempt to take the next step towards a state title.
But first, the Point at Cape is closing for the spring and the summer season. We'll tell you when the state park says that area is set to reopen. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
The Harry K. Foundation presents its annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Good morning, Delmarva looking live into Laurel. The sun rising on the area today. It's going to be another warm day, and the other good news, we're at 55 right now, so quite a balmy start. The other good news is we're gaining daylight with each passing day this month. In fact, look, by March 13th, we're going to have sunset, after 7:04, and then by March 20th, the sun will be setting after 7:11. So that is good news. Well, we're about 10 days away from daylight saving, 18 from St. Patrick's Day, first day of spring, officially 21. Meteorological spring, though, begins on Saturday. You can see shower activity back off to the west, all thanks to this cold front. You see most of the heaviest rain up to the north. And the big story, though, is going to be this temperature swing we're going to be seeing. Mild temperatures at least through the next 3 days. And then there is that big temperature plunge by Sunday and Monday. Highs struggling to get to 40, and the wind chill by Sunday, 20s, and then by Monday morning, we're going to be dealing with wind chills in the teens. So that is going to be certainly a shock to the system after this mild week we've been experiencing on Delmarva. We'll talk more about the shower threat this afternoon, and then more about that temperature plunge coming in the full 7-day forecast in a few minutes.
Developing news in the Lewis area. The point at Cape Henlopen State Park is closing Saturday, March 1st, and this will be for the spring and summer season. They've done this for a long time. Every year, in fact, since 1993. It's because of threatened and endangered beach nesting of migratory shorebirds and other wildlife species. The ocean side, that's going to reopen to the public September 1st, but Bayside, that won't reopen until October 1st, and that's because of shorebird migration. DENREC is reminding people that you will need to start paying to enter state parks. It begins Saturday, March 1st. It lasts until November 30th. Now, there are several types of annual passes that give access to all 17 Delaware state parks for the entire fee season. The daily fees for cars registered in the state are $4 at inland parks and $5 at ocean parks.
Rosenfeld's old location, that's gone, but the beloved Jewish deli is returning to OC in a different capacity. Back in September, Rosenfeld's Jewish Deli closed their doors at 63rd Street, saying the building was simply getting too old. But good news, you can soon enjoy Rosenfeld's inside the Schmegel's Bagels on 82nd Street during the summer season. And this year, the Delmarva Shorebirds are going to pay tribute to the wild ponies. Here you can see them from above at the iconic pony swim.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It
is cool.
Yeah, May 17th, the Shorebirds will become the Delmarva Wild Ponies. That will be their name on the baseball field. As part of a one-night special identity, the Shorebirds will be wearing custom jerseys and hats that include this Wild Ponies logo.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. We had 8 postseason matchups on the girls' basketball courts in Delaware. Let's take you to the north part of the state. Last night, the number 14 seed Tower Hill trying to upset the number 3 seed Smyrna at the home of the Eagles. And we'll start it off with Vivian Daniel of Tower Hill driving to the basket. She floats in one from the line, tying the score at 2 in the first. Kaya Burnett of Smyrna finds Gabrielle Royal across the court, who drops one in 4-2, breaking the tie and making the score 4-2. Now it's Burnett on the fast break, and she lays it in for 2. Eagles now up by 8. Then it's Amaya Ellerby blowing by defenders, Euro stepping through the lane and lays it in for the deuce, making the score 29-9 in the second. Now on the other end, Sarah Graveland all alone down the court and lays one in, cutting into the deficit, 36-14 Eagles. Peyton Craig had other plans. She knocks down an Eagle three-pointer, increasing the Smyrna lead to 25. Tower Hill possession. Vivian Wan gets Burnett off her feet and banks in the jumper. Lead cut to 21 now. Second half of action, Gabrielle Royal with a hand in her face, but it doesn't matter. She drills the 3. Score now 46-23. Now it's Kaya Burnett finding Devia Savage, who makes the easy basket. Eagles up big on Tower Hill late in the third, and Smyrna goes on to win 82-54. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 7, we've got 7:30, I should say, professional hockey. That's when the Delaware Thunder take on Columbus, and it's the final score at 10:30.
If you're having a rough week, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up for free right now at coasttv.com and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday.
Well, we're certainly not having a rough week in the weather department. It has been a mild week, and we're going to continue to see the mild air today, 68 degrees. We are going to see a few showers roll in through the afternoon and the early evening hours. We will talk about the mild temperatures continuing at least into the first part of the weekend before some big changes arrive. I'll break it all down in my full forecast when Coast TV News Today comes right back.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level, up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew's a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:47 and we are taking a live look outside at Laurel this morning. Of course, we've had some beautiful sunrises. There's another one. And that sun is doing more of its job lately with providing some warmth, which is a nice thing to see, but we might get some rain today.
Yeah, some kind of pesky little showers arriving later on this afternoon. Not all that heavy, but boy, I'll tell you what, despite the cloud cover we're going to see today, we're still going to see mild temperatures. We're running a good 15 to 25 degrees milder at this hour than where we were at this time yesterday. We're at 57 Seaford, 54 Salisbury, 52 in Georgetown, 50 Bethany Beach, 47 in Rehoboth Beach. Winds right now sustained anywhere between about 5 to 15, gusting upwards of 25 to 30 later on this afternoon. You can see those small craft advisories continuing through early Friday morning up through the bay until noon. We have a warm front that's lifting into the area, and you can see some light shower activity, drizzle back off to the west, some steadier, heavier rain back off to West Virginia and western Pennsylvania. Not all that impressive. The heaviest moisture is pushing north of Delmarva, but we expect some showers to develop this afternoon. Kind of a lackluster front, lacking punch, but we are going to be seeing mild temperatures. Some of us pushing close to that 70-degree mark this afternoon, and then the sunshine continues into our Friday. But that temperature trend, you could see milder air into Saturday, the big plunge into the weekend, at least the second half of the weekend, before we see temperatures rebound back into the 60s next week. There's the rain moving through about 2, 3 o'clock, generally light to moderate rain, and then extends to the coast by around 4 or 5 o'clock. You can see extending from Rehoboth down through Ocean City. I think by about 7 o'clock, we're pretty much through as far as the rain is concerned, with skies beginning to clear. A breezy, mostly sunny Friday with highs in the lower 50s. You can see the winds gusting today upwards of 25, 30 out of the southwest, switching out of the northwest as the front passes through, and then we're basically back in a southwesterly flow into Saturday, helping temperatures get right back into the mid-60s. So we're kind of a bit of a seesaw here. 2 seasons in one weekend, 39 by Sunday. There's that strong cold front that pushes through Saturday night. Well, we're going to feel wind chills back in the teens and 20s from Sunday through Monday. And then we see that surge of milder air through middle part of next week. Another storm system we're watching next Wednesday through Thursday time frame, and that will be primarily a rain maker. 68 degrees today, a cloudy mild day with the scattered showers. Clear skies tonight with a temperature of 40. We're at 54 tomorrow. A sunny, breezy day. Congratulations to Rosalie Rousey of Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. You're the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella. We go from spring on Saturday to, well, winter. Back to winter on Sunday, 39. Feeling, though, more like the 20s throughout the day. And then we gradually rebound back into the 50s and 60s through the middle part of next week.
Thanks a lot, Chris. DelDOT says frequent closures of the Woodland Ferry due to staff shortages are going to be coming to an end soon. 2 new captains are in the process of completing their training and are expected to set sail in the next couple of months. Jordan Walker, he uses the ferry to avoid traffic on his drive home to Seaford from work in Dagsboro, and he says he is hopeful that the new hires will allow the ferry to be more reliable.
If I'm able to come the back way and go through the ferry, it saves me 15 minutes at least. And after a long day of work, you really want to get home. So I check all the time, and most of the time it's closed. So then I have to, scoot around in town, Laurel, Seaford, and then cut all the way through Stein Highway, go through in town Seaford, West Seaford, just to get right here, basically.
DelDOT's now telling drivers that the Woodland Ferry will not run between March 3rd and March 7th, so that's next week, but they will resume running trips across the Nanticoke River the morning of Monday, March 10th.
The time is now 6:52, and we are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet of the day, a good boy there, enjoying a nice walk. On your screen, that's Sam. We know Sam loves taking walks. Maybe that's on the boardwalk or a deck outside, and well, this week's sure been some good weather for that. Sam was submitted to us by Molly in Millsboro.
We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
Yeah, that's where you'll find that QR code. So if you scan that, you can get your friends to us here. And then just watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Yeah, the good news is we're going to keep the mild air in play this afternoon. We're going to be a bit more cloudy with a few showers scattered out and about, especially after about noon through the early evening hours. We'll talk more about that warm up and then a big plunge in temperature in the 10-day forecast coming up.
A tourist was raped in Times Square.
It's a great ad for Broadway.
It's a big case.
How can you call Times Square safe when something like this happens?
SVU, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You've been dying to go one-on-one with me, so let's get it on. One of us needs to push him into a corner, and the other one needs to show him the way out.
Good cop, bad cop?
No.
Call it that, or I'm not doing it.
Suits LA, New Sunday on NBC and Peacock.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Come out to the Delaware Seafood Fest at Shelbyville on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy steamed crabs, shrimp, lobster, and more while enjoying live music all day. Plus, have fun with a variety of family entertainment such as craft vendors, raffles, contests, and more. Proceeds from this event will go to support the Stevenson Foundation, which provides funding for scholarships and more. Get your tickets now at DelawareSeafoodFestival.com. Sponsored by CoastTV.
55, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Happening today, potential action by South Bethany's Town Council on its fiscal year 2026 budget. Last month, the town's Budget and Finance Committee agreed to keep the rental tax rate at 8%. In 2024, the town raked in $650,000 from its rental tax, and South Bethany's fiscal year begins on May 1st.
We have the effort to find more residential space in Rehoboth Beach. Today, city officials will go over what is being called mixed-use zoning. City officials are looking at taking areas in commercial zones that are showing signs of age and convert those to residential housing.
DelDOT is in the planning stage of building a roundabout at the intersection of Route 16 and Route 30. You can see that area on your screen right now. And the reason, DelDOT conducted a traffic study and identified this intersection as a high crash location.
Pointed at Cape Henlopen State Park, closing Saturday, March 1st. This is for the spring and summer season. They've done this every year since 1993, and they're doing it because of threatened and endangered beach nesting migratory shorebirds and other wildlife species. The ocean side set to reopen to the public September 1st. Bayside, though, that won't reopen until October 1st. That's because of shorebird migration.
It is 6:56, so we're going to get another quick look at your mild forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, Kristen for Bob. And Chris, you're tracking some rain for the later part of the day.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to move in here after about the lunchtime hour. Very pesky little rainfall moving through, all thanks to this front. Still quite mild today, upper 60s. We're down to 54 tomorrow, and then we're right back up into the middle 60s Saturday. Plenty of sunshine through the weekend, but there's that big drop in temperature as we go into Sunday. It will feel like winter again Sunday into Monday with the return of wind chills in the teens and 20s throughout that time span, and then we are looking at milder air building right back in here through the middle part of next week.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News Midday at 11.
And don't forget to download our Coast TV News and weather apps for coverage you can count on. Have a great Thursday, everybody.